going to be a shorter podcast. Jesse's not here.
And we don't know what to talk about again.
Are you more in center than me?
I don't know. No, I perfectly framed it where you're on your perfectly.
Oh, you did
your
perfectly.
Side. Perfect. It's spot on.
Good job, Stanley Kubrick.
Thank you.
So, speaking of Stanley Kubrick, I'm a good director. We're going to make a movie. You should watch it.
So
I'm the best director. I haven't even made a film yet. Everybody loves it.
So, for a while now, we've been wanting to make movies, and Matthew called it Project 25 a long time ago. We make a thing where we make 25, technically 26 movies. You said you don't like that, yet you're
It's still not good. I'm expecting it to get better because I've been drinking. I'm just going to dump out the watery part.
So
it's supposed to be a slushy.
So we've been. The first movie we were gonna film was called School, but that one requires a higher budget to be, done well.
And a school that would let us film, and people that could.
And much more
consistently
people.
show
So
up.
what Matthew decided to do is instead he wanted to write a different movie that, is more possible for us to make with what we have. So he's writing this horror movie, or he's already written it, and well, he's written it multiple times.
Mm-hmm. I was going to say about 5 movies later.
Yeah.
We settled on one of them.
And we're going to start recording it soon, and it should come out on Halloween or in October.
I was thinking, I think it's October 12th, and that would be the second Friday in October, a couple weeks before Halloween.
So, in this October, it should be out.
It'd be 2.5 weeks before Halloween, because I want it to be out during the Halloween season, but I don't want it to be stale by the time Halloween rolls around.
Alright, so we're going to film this movie soon. He already written it all. We got basically all the actors, and now we just have to record it. And it should be really good. I'm excited for it. How long is it going to be? Like an hour, 45 minutes?
About an hour 40, hour 50. His brother's going to say swear words.
It's going to be a more mature movie than what we're used to making. Like, not really any comedy in it. I mean, there might be some goofy moments like at the beginning, but
yeah,
it's a horror movie. It's not a comedy.
There's humor, that way it humanizes people. That way you feel better, or you feel for them more, and then that gets to be ripped away from you while you watch them suffer.
Matthew's trying to make this a hard to watch type movie where it's like,
not like Saw, you
like
know?
hard to watch but enjoyable actually.
Yeah.
Like
Less,
like more enjoyable Saw.
Yeah, less gore and more stressful situations.
Do you want to give a brief description of the movie?
Well, I mean, yeah, okay. So there are a few friends. Main guy, his character, his name's Aaron. He's got some sleeping issues stuff where he has a lot of nightmares and he's really stressed out. And basically he's told that, well, I don't want to give away too much, but basically a lot of death and nightmares and paranoia.
And Matthew's directing it, and can we say your character?
Yeah, his name's Malcolm.
My name or your character's?
My character's name.
What's mine again?
Your character's Aaron.
So my character's name Aaron. I'm playing the main character. It's basically following my story. Jesse has one of the lead roles in the movie, and Matthew is playing the killer, and is also directing the movie, and he wrote it. And the next movie we'll put out after this, which will probably be in 2019, will be a movie I'm writing, which we'll talk about more in the future.
Yeah, and then probably in 2038, Jesse's going to have his movie come out.
Yeah.
Which is one that he will not write for some reason. Asked me to help write.
Well, I mean...
and then said, can you direct it? It's like,
basically,
okay,
he was like...
You want me to make a movie and let you write your name on it.
Basically, so we're writing movies, because we've always wanted to make movies, especially Matt. And we're like, Jesse, since you're an official dude now, if you want to write a movie, you can make a movie, and we'll help you make it. So basically, but you have to write it and direct it, like what we're doing. So basically, he was like, I'll do it. So what we were planning to is have Matthew's movie, then my movie, and then if Jesse has a movie ready by then we'll put out his movie.
Yeah, I doubt he will.
But then he was like, can you help me write it? Can you direct it for me? Basically, can you do all the work for me and have me put my name on it?
He hasn't written a single word. What he said
it's not like we're even rushing him, because he has plenty of time.
I just told him...
Matthew's movie isn't going to be out till October, and then I have a movie I have to putting out after that, and it's not like we're gonna put out my movie immediately after Matthew's.
Yeah, I would assume yours would probably be sometime summer next year. Mine's supposed to be October. Yours is probably going to be like July, because your stuff would have to be filmed outside quite a bit. Probably don't want to do that in winter.
Yeah,
so I would
and
think,
especially since a lot of it's going to be written at night.
Yeah, I think we would probably film next March or April for your thing, when it's like decently warm. If it is decently warm, if not,
basically,
May.
Mine is supposed to. I'd say mine takes place in the fall, maybe.
Yeah, mine.
It's supposed to take place when they're in school.
Yeah,
so
mine takes place in fall.
Oh,
trying to
I
step on some
haven't even
toes.
finished writing my movie yet. So anyway, we're recording in this park, pretty close to Matthew's house. That's why we're outside. The reason why we picked this specific spot is because it's well lit up. Shockingly, just by one light. Like, it's a really bright light. And it's on 24/7, or it's on all night, I guess, even though the park is closed.
Good for us.
Yeah.
But yeah. So Jesse, when he initially said something to me, he was like, about, yeah, I want to do a movie, and I was like, okay. Well, what would it be about, little buddy? He
Wow.
he hates that kind of stuff. So
He hates it
I
when we
hope he
call him
watches this and
buddy,
cringes.
or he's not
Little
going to watch
buddy,
this.
little brother.
He's not going to watch this.
Little buddy.
He hates it when we call him Nagel, too, by his last name.
Nagel.
Because apparently everyone at school called him by his last name, so we started calling it to annoy him, and and it just became a habit for us. So now we call him Nagel without even trying to annoy him. We just do it on a habit now.
Yeah, now everybody.
And
at work
and
calls
he
him
gets
Nagel.
annoyed, and everyone at work calls it, because the three of us work together, and now everyone at work calls him Nagel too.
Well, I hope it destroys him. But
you're awful. Should we talk about what happened with Dan?
Sure, but real quick,
Okay.
the first thing he said to me was, "Yeah, I think I could do a horror movie," and I was like, "Okay, yeah. I mean, like how I'm doing a horror movie. What I want to do though, what I was
Jesse's obsessed with horror movies.
Yeah,
Like the only movies like he watches a lot of movies, but the movies he watches the most is horror movies. He said when he was younger, him and his brother Phoenix would watch a horror movie every night before bed. And I'm just like, so like we'll be scrolling through Netflix, and you know how the further down you go, it's like the movies that are less well known, the cheaper budget. He's like, oh, I seen that. I'm just like, how have you even heard of these movies? So he's obsessed with horror movies. But I'm like, Matthew's making a horror movie, and my movie is not a horror movie, but it's more of a darker type movie. So like, you really want to make a horror movie? I don't think Jesse's gonna write a movie. I don't think he can.
I mean,
He doesn't know how to.
But when he was like, "I want to do a horror movie," and I was like, the thing about that is, for me, I want to do myself. I want to get through 4. I would like to do a horror, a drama. I like road trip movies. That's one that I thought about, and a comedy. Those are like the 4 kind of things that I really like and would probably try to get into.
I mean,
So I was
all
thinking-
these you could do with a cheap budget too.
Yeah,
Like, the
that's-
only
that's
movies
also
that
the
you
good
can't
thing.
really do with the low budget is like action movies or like, yeah, action
You
and
should start
thriller.
a GoFundMe now.
Yeah, seriously. Like action is hard to do action without a high budget or thriller.
If the horror movie does decently,
And make money
maybe
off of
we.
it.
Well, I was gonna say maybe then we could actually have some sort of support for future projects.
I mean, if it does decently, let's just hope it gets more than 100 views.
And if it doesn't, I will blow my brains out.
If this
So you better share it with all your
If this video
friends.
doesn't get 1 million views, his horror movie, if it doesn't get 1 million views, we're gonna kill ourselves.
I'm not kidding. I'm not
Wait, I was
kidding.
just joking. Are you?
But Jesse was like, "Yeah, I want to do a horror movie," and my thing is, okay, well, I'm doing a horror. Then he wants to do an action type film, and then we put on another horror. No, I want to like cycle through it. But I was thinking, fine, I'll let him write what he wants to write. And then I was like, okay, what's your idea, pal? And he's like, I don't know. Maybe we could film something in my mom's house. It used to be a moratorium. There used to be dead people in the basement. It's pretty creepy. It's a big house too.
I mean, that would work if
Yeah.
you didn't have 10 siblings.
Well,
Like,
my biggest issue is what he says next when he's like, and it could be a haunted house movie. There could be like these guys that go in there and they film it, and then the footage gets found.
So
And I'm like-
unwelcome.
And I'm like, so you want to do
unwelcome.
a video where there's a haunting, all these friends die, and the video gets found. Just like the mini movie that we did over a year ago.
Unwelcomed.
Well, at the time it was less than a year, but I was like, the video we did last year, and he was like, yeah, but we can make it better.
He basically just wanted to make a full movie version of Unwelcomed, a short film we did last year. It's about 30 minutes long, in my dad's girlfriend's house before they fixed it up, because they were fixing it up. So before they fixed it up and before she actually moved in there, he let us stay the night in there and record a horror film. And though
it was pretty nice,
it was fun and I guess it's enjoyable to watch.
We were up till 4 a.m.
It came out pretty crap compared to what we imagined it to be. I mean, and basically, so Jesse was implying that he wanted to make a movie better, like a longer, better version of that. I was just like, so you just wanted. It's super unoriginal, and it's basically also similar to many horror movie ideas. Like, isn't that kind of like what Paranormal Activity is? Like the first.
I liked how vague it was. I liked how just broad his description was. A bunch of guys go in and there's a haunting and the video gets found.
Exactly
like,
what Unwelcome is.
That is every haunted house / every found footage movie ever.
Like, it's like this movie he's obsessed with, VHS. It's very similar to that. VHS. It's on Netflix. It's this horror movie. He really likes it. It's basically what it is these people find these VHS tapes of haunting moments. It may not be in someone's house. I don't remember. It was a long time ago when he showed me. But it's basically, he just described VHS and paranormal, like the first Paranormal Activity.
And Unwelcome.
And Unwelcome. and probably other movies.
But you know what? I feel like if we redid that, maybe we could like rework the title or use the same one or something, but maybe we could make it a reimagining of that film and make it better, because it could be a lot better.
Yeah, we've actually been talking about recreating a lot of our old videos, because we've had a lot of great ideas that we didn't, prosecute that well.
I really want to start with the first one. I really think we should redo that caffeine thing. Just go all
our
out.
First video ever, our second video ever. Wait, was it our? Yeah, it was our second video ever. Third. What was our second?
I think that our second was the first 2DaacTalk.
No, I think that was our third. I'm pretty sure caffeine was our second.
Yeah, because I think the first dude video, the intro video, came out
2DaacTalk
Christmas Eve.
Yeah, 2DaacTalk was the. I think that was the first.
No, wait, did it come out Christmas Day? I think it was.
It came out the 26th.
The day after Christmas.
The 26th, yeah.
Day after Christmas.
So, and then it was Caffeine, which was our first skit ever and our second video ever. He wants to recreate that. We kind of tried to recreate that by doing Recaffeinated.
That one was terrible.
And that one is even worse.
It was 8 a.m. We had not slept. We had no idea.
It was weird, and it was...
The first 40 seconds are hilarious to me. I think they're great. I think the first 40 seconds is great. But then the actual, the freak out
part,
isn't funny at all.
Well, I mean, I think Caffeine is also pretty stupid. I mean, for the time, it's just a silly little thing, and it has, 250 plus views.
Yeah.
But
I think it doesn't make me laugh anymore, but I still think that,
It makes me cringe when I try to watch our old videos.
I think Caffeine is probably the only one of, the first few where I'm fine with that. The acting wasn't completely terrible. The idea was nice.
I mean, it was just us doing stupid, crazy things, and
yeah.
The thing that makes me cringe the most is that face I made when I was putting on the mask, the hockey mask.
Dude, you know what I want to do? If we recreate that, I want to do something I don't know, they steal somebody's car or something horrible. Just make it actually how we wanted it to originally be.
Yeah. So we do want
look out for that soon.
Yeah, a lot of the videos we made that we thought were really great ideas, but came up pretty crap because of our low budget and mainly our laziness. We were gonna try to recreate. I want to recreate Unwelcomed, and one of the things is we can't do it at my dad's girlfriend's house anymore because she actually lives there now, and it has a bunch of all her stuff in there. It looks really nice now. It's a really nice house now.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, seriously.
Having a decent home.
And Jesse thinks we could do it at Mom's house, but it would have to be at a time where everyone's gone, and he has 10 siblings, so. I mean, every other weekend they go to their moms, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's still his parents that are there, and then there's still his real sister that's there.
You know what we would have to do, I think, realistically, to redo Unwelcome?
What? Maybe not in a house.
Well, I think we would have to write a script that is vague about the structure of a house. Because the original one, we knew we were doing it there, so wrote it out really quickly.
Yeah,
and
it was really rushed.
Made stuff happen, specifically, based around how the house was.
And then also, a big mess up we did was, we recorded it with 2 cameras. My camera.
Oh.
So it was whenever it was recorded on my camera, it was really dark for some reason. I'm like, has my camera always been like this? I don't know what's wrong with it. Apparently, it was on a setting that turned like the brightness almost all the way down.
Yeah.
And we didn't know what that was. And we figured it out almost immediately after the movie was done.
Dude.
That you could turn it up and it looks perfectly fine. So we recorded all my shots with my camera. It was completely dark, and it basically ruined a lot of it. And especially the part where we only recorded with my camera because Matthew had to let his camera sit and charge for a little bit. So there was that mess up. All we had to do was check the settings, which I feel like we did, but I guess we just didn't find it. We didn't look hard enough.
Yeah. Dude, I was going to say, those settings are so hard to work with. I don't know, like, the camera's nice. It's a good camera.
It's a decent camera. It's not,
you know,
like...
It's like, you know, a camera that you could use to film at the park with your friends or something, or you could use it for a video project or something. But it's so confusing to use those settings.
Yeah, I barely ever use it. I don't even know why I bought it. Why did I buy it? Did I even buy it for our channel?
Yeah, I think we also
I was
bought
like,
it for
hey,
your
we
channel.
can get different cameras.
We filmed, I think it was a year ago now, that one creepy video, and it still has not surfaced. Do you have that footage?
I do have it, but I don't have an editing software. And I don't know how to download one because every time I try it ends up being some scam like thing. Like,
okay, we gotta
oh,
put that
download
this,
this free clean your computer, protect your computer, like protection thing. And I'm just like,
we gotta put an editor on your computer.
we gotta find a way to put an editor on my computer.
Yeah, we should be able to figure that out.
And then I'll edit it, because usually I just edit videos on my phone with iMovie, which is really easy. But
do you think you'd be cringy now?
I don't know.
Because usually a year later, it's like, oh.
I'll rewatch them tonight, and see how it comes out.
Dude, even if they are, don't delete them.
I won't delete them.
Okay. But for Unwelcome, with that script, I was thinking we would have to write it loosely, and then wait until there's a night where we can have a house. And if it's Jesse's, because he said, you know, oh, my family might go on vacation or something, I can just, I can stay home and we can go film there for a night.
Yeah,
like,
but if it's anywhere exciting, Jess would want to go.
Huh?
Like, if his family goes on vacation,
yeah,
and like we're going to Disneyland or Disney World, he's
Yeah.
not gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna stay home for this. He's gonna be like, I'm going.
he was saying, oh yeah, they go to like Chicago every year or something. I don't really care about that, you know. So
I
if
mean-
that's what happens, if that does work, or if any other place happens to let us know at least a week ahead of time, we can have a loose script ready, and make sure that we figure out, you know, however many people. I like the number 8. I feel like, you know, 3 main guys and then like 5 expendable.
So like number 8 for like
the cast, you know.
even for like if we redid Unwelcomed.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like, you know, I feel like 8 is better because we had 4 in the original, and that made it so that one of them was the idiot, one of them was the one who got possessed, and then 2 of them were basically normal. And I feel like we can make it better. We can make like the 3 main guys fairly interesting. Maybe one of those gets possessed or whatever, and then the other 5 can be bland.
So basically, you, me, and Jesse would be the main characters, and we'd find some 5 other people to kill.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I still want us to die too. It gives it like, you know.
Well, that's the
it's
thing,
the kind
though.
of-
Is we'd have to find people that could find their own ride, because I couldn't
Yeah, you could
bring
take
8 people in my car.
trunk.
So unless me and Jesse drive, well, one person could fit in the trunk, but so there's 5 people in my car, and then we would need 3 others. So if Jesse could take the Jeep, but I don't know if his dad would be okay with letting him drive 50 minutes somewhere. I don't know. We'll see.
It's the kind of horror movie though, like the horror movie that I'm doing is supposed to be the type where it's like you get uncomfortable and paranoid while you're watching it in the dark.
18 minutes. Let's say go for 25.
Well, it's almost 11. I'd say 20. It's like 20, 22 is fine. But I think that this movie would be the kind of horror movie that you watch because you want to see how they die, you know, and like it's more fun than the one that I'm working on now, which is supposed to be like actually uncomfortable, like a real horror movie. Unwelcome was like fun, you know.
My nose just made a weird noise.
I heard that. I thought it was a bird.
Yeah, it was a bird.
It was like, I'm a bird.
Yeah, so this movie is gonna be more. It's gonna be really intense. It's like. It's not even like focusing on the scariness. It's more like on the connection and the twist and the what's gonna happen next type thing. I think.
Yeah, I think there's like, it's supposed to be, like the story builds as it goes on, and I think there's like 2 or 3 things that are supposed to be like,
Basically, I'd say the scarier parts are more in the nightmares, right?
hmm It's supposed to be like real life. It's more like the nightmares are terrifying.
Like, we could talk about the nightmares, like...
yeah, we can talk about them some.
Okay, so my character with his sleep problems has these nightmares, and that's gonna be a part of the movie. And in the nightmares is where all the crazy stuff is gonna happen. Obviously, like the things that wouldn't happen in real life.
Ooh, can I describe one of my favorite ones?
Sure, but let me finish this thought real quick.
Okay.
So it's like, that's the parts where it's supposed to be like actually scary. The rest are more like thriller kind of, I guess, like, or like you're gonna build a connection with these characters maybe, and then you really want to know what happens next. Oh, is this gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Wow, I can't believe he just did that. And it's more like disturbing when the nightmares are the scary. So it's like real life is disturbing and the nightmares are scary. I mean, it's kind of like real life. Like, if that happened in real life, it would be disturbing. But since you're watching it on a movie, it's just scary.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a real life thing.
I would say it's supposed to be like what would be scary in real life, like you were saying. It's if there was somebody like the actual killer in the movie, and it's supposed to be that it could really happen.
Yeah, it could. Like,
it's like how
it's not like a fictional thing where a 7-foot tall dude that can't die goes around and can teleport.
Yeah.
Like Friday the 13th, just this big giant dude, gunshots, nothing stops him. Oh, and if you explode him, he'll just possess another body.
I prefer,
Not that those movies are bad, by the way.
Oh yeah,
I
no,
love Friday the
they're
13th.
fine, but I prefer the idea that it's like how real life things operate. How the person is mortal. However,
it's about a human killer.
Yeah,
he's a human.
Yeah, but he's like real killers. It's supposed to be sly,
Psychopath,
kind of slick,
smart, plans things out.
Seems sociable. But one of my favorite nightmare things, I really want Jesse to take Epicac for the movie.
That stuff that makes you throw up?
Vomit. He probably won't do it. There's a lot of things he'll do.
Just
he
do
won't
fake.
Do that.
We can just do fake vomit.
Okay, but like I really wish there's supposed to be a scene where he gets severely injured. It's in a nightmare. I don't want to give away too much, but he gets severely injured, and it's like how sometimes when you go into shock you vomit, and it's supposed to be. That's like, the nightmares have a lot of gross out humor. Not gross out humor. I mean gross out horror.
Yeah, humor.
Gross out humor, but there's like 3 types of horror. There's gross.
Like gory, gross, like hard to watch, like it's just too gory, like Saw basically.
Yeah, I would say there's
jump scares.
Yeah, I would say thrill, gross out, and like
actual scary.
Yeah, but for that I wish he would take Epicac. But if he doesn't,
that can't be good for him. Especially like making yourself. That's probably meant for like you have a lot of junk in your system that you need to get out.
Well, there was a viral video about a decade ago where this one dude went around and he was like, "I'll give you $5 if you take Epicac because it'll make you throw up."
$5.
Yeah, and the people were like,
I mean, "You better give me $50."
$5 to throw up, sure. And so they would take it. It's only like a little bit, and then like 5 minutes later they'd throw up, and it was like on the street, and they would like throw up on the street, and he's like, "I'll give you 20 if you lick it," and that went viral. So it's like, I mean, that dude handed it out to people on the street. It's not like it's insanely harmful or anything. But
I don't know. I just feel like it's probably meant for getting bad stuff out of your system. I feel like there's just do fake vomit. We don't need to actually make him throw up.
Hey Jesse, I put something in your food. If you want to get it out, you got to do this scene. But I feel like he really would do it if I offer to take him to like Golden Corral or something.
Why Golden Corral in the first place?
I don't know, but it's like a buffet. Like if I'm like, I will buy you a Papa John's pizza. I will buy all of us a Papa John's pizza to share after filming tonight if you do this scene.
I don't know.
He might go for it.
Maybe it'd have to be probably a better offer than that.
Find out next time, and we're gonna do behind the scenes too.
Yeah, I'm gonna be recording the behind the scenes. We're gonna be recording the movie with this camera. We're recording behind the scenes with my phone.
It's probably gonna be a good chunk of vlogs for like a month.
Oh yeah, it'd be a lot of the vlogs will be behind the scene type stuff, and like it would be a good amount. I think that would be cool. Have some behind the scenes. I like doing behind the scenes for like skits already. So we already have some behind the scenes stuff for skits.
We're coming in at like 20.
All right, so
Something minutes.
we're gonna wrap this up. So expect the horror movie in October. In October, it's gonna be
That
really
month.
good. We're gonna recreate some of our old good ideas, but like make them better.
Ramp 'em up.
We probably will eventually recreate the unwelcome video. We just need to find a house to do it, and have time to write it out better, and more than 4 actors, I'd say.
Yeah, at least 6 is my thing.
We could try. I mean, we got the 3 of us, and then it was always Gavin, even though it's hard for him to be serious in a video. I mean, just look at Twisted Tales, the first one he was in.
He's like all the comedic relief.
He's the main comedic relief. I mean, there's a lot of comedic relief.
It became a skit video. It
was supposed to be a serious horror movie, and then it just went straight to comedy. You took the last diet soda.
That was my favorite thing out of that whole video. We have to ration.
You guys don't even like diet soda.
You know what my favorite thing is?
That's my favorite.
Nobody tries to call the cops.
Nobody tries to go.
Nobody tries to leave out the back. Nobody tries to go out together. They don't try to go out together against some
His
killer.
name is Jorge, and Jesse's. Well, his name is George.
George.
He calls himself Jorge.
My name's Jorge S.A.
Jesse's name was, what was it? Pubert.
Herbert.
Well, his
Call
name,
him He-Butt.
it was-
I love that.
We called him He-Butt.
Don't even call me that.
His voice is so high.
I don't like that.
We fight over a soda can. Matthew just shoots Jesse in the face
Oh, yeah.
after whacking him in the head.
Yeah, Gavin. I was like, I killed him on his. He was like, you didn't do it on purpose. I was like, I would do it again. No, you wouldn't.
Then he just shoots him in the head.
Jesse, I'm okay, guys.
With this
not a
super
thought.
quiet bullet too. Like the sound effect turned out terrible.
Oh yeah, we put it at like 60%. Should have been at like 200.
500. Gunshots are loud.
All right, but
and then there was. I've been waiting for this moment. I was
That's
like,
golden.
George, there's a killer. I've been
After-
waiting for this. Just pulls out a gun that was already somewhere else.
You know what I think? I think we should revamp that.
And where did we even get guns? We're just normal dudes with guns.
I don't know. Oh yeah, I randomly pulled it out. I'm like, don't worry, I got this. Just have a gun. I think we need to redo those.
I remember when you knocked it on your head, and since the gun was wood,
It was like.
like hitting off.
I think we should redo that series. You know what? If we have time, I think
recreate Twisted Tales and make it serious and good.
I think this-
recreate Unwelcomed.
I think this September, if we can film before then, since it's gonna be like leading up to Halloween, maybe we could have like a 3-part.
Maybe
redo it.
Maybe we can do that for October. Put out the new version of Unwelcome, a new Twisted Tales, but actually good. We don't even have to put out 2. Just
Yeah.
like maybe one long one, and that kind of
Yeah,
mixes them
I
together.
just want it
and make
to
actually
be
good, and then your
hilariously
movie.
bad.
I honestly think your movie should come out at the end of October. Like put out some cool horror stuff, and then end it with the big movie.
Yeah, I think I want it to be at least a week and a half before that, because I want it to come out on a Friday. You know, like a weekend.
You
that'd
want
be
it
good.
at least a week before Halloween?
Yeah, because Halloween's gonna be like on a Wednesday. I don't want it to be like only a few days. So
Why
probably
not just the weekend before Halloween?
I want it to be there a little bit longer because November 1st, everyone's like
We don't
Turkey
care
Month.
about horror movies anymore. So you want it to be in the month of horror?
Yeah, I want it to be
Okay,
like
that makes sense.
yeah,
Okay.
because everybody's like, honestly, it's not even the month of turkey. Everyone's like November 1st, Christmas.
Yeah, no one even gives a crap about Thanksgiving. Like as soon as it's November 1st, people should be, hey, turkey, November, or Thanksgiving.
Hey, turkey.
But no, they're like November 1st, time to get a Christmas tree, or time to get out the decorations.
Where's Santa?
Yeah, like,
It's November 1st.
It's like
already.
they're still about 2 months away. I think.
Christmas. Even December 1st is a little, like chill, right?
In my opinion, I'm just like, how about
12 days of Christmas is good.
after Thanksgiving? Let's just wait till after Thanksgiving. Like Black Friday.
I know people
then,
that like
yeah.
right after Thanksgiving are like, get the tree.
But that's okay with me. Like but people that do it anywhere in early November, and then there's even people that do it in October that would take out Christmas decorations. Like, chill. It's not even Halloween yet. But
Yeah,
we should
gotta
probably
wrap
wrap
up,
this
yeah.
up. Okay, thank you for watching. I think this is episode 9. Today is April 17th.
It's April, and this is an episode.
It's sometime in
back
April.
Come back Sunday for a vlog, and next Wednesday for a skit.
All right.